Hey everybody, Mike here again from Penman's Gaming, back again with another video, and today we are doing a quick look on one of the games I have been putting some serious hours in and really enjoying, and that is Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise. I always have to check the title there because I have a tendency to want to call it Paradise Lost for some reason, which is a bit bizarre. But anyway, full disclosure here, confession to make, this video was meant to go up last week after the pickups vid in which I mentioned this awesome game. The reason it didn't is I got all the footage recorded, all the commentary recorded, everything. It was a decent sized video, getting ready to edit it for YouTube upload, only to discover that the gameplay footage had no audio whatsoever. Looking into this, I believe the reason was the headset I was using. I was using my dedicated PlayStation headset, which is a brilliant headset. The sound's awesome on it, brilliant quality. The problem being is, with the wireless headset, is it seems to divert the audio from the output of the HDMI to the headset itself. So obviously my game recording device wasn't capturing any of the audio, which was a bit gutting. It meant the whole thing had to be wasted and I didn't get time to redo it for last week. So we're going to get it done for this week, get it uploaded, and then after this we're going to concentrate on the Call of Cthulhu Let's Play. We're going to get that out the way. So there might be a couple of weeks where there's no Throwback Tuesday, or a few weeks depending on how long it takes me to get through that game, but we're going to blitz that bad boy. We're going to sit down, full sessions on it, get it done and out of the way, because I'm really eager to go down to my next Let's Play, which is Resident Evil 2, the remake, which I've just picked up. I'm looking forward to playing that, and I figured while I'm playing it I might as well do a Let's Play of it and all, so I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, enough rambling. Today we're here to talk about Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise. Got it right. As I mentioned before, this is an awesome game I've been playing since Christmas. Obviously based on the anime and manga, which was brilliant. Big fan of it. Big fan of the movie. Even the live action movie, which was out in the, I want to say 90s? Which was terrible. Terrible movie. Anyway, let's have a quick look on the box, shall we? As we do. So, take on the wasteland with nothing but your fists. Unleash Kenshiro's signature Hokuto Shinken martial arts style in this brutally satisfying action-adventure RPG. Fight your way through the post-apocalyptic city of Eden in search of your lost lover Yuria. Kenshiro takes action-adventure to the next level. Explosive combat featuring extra carnage. Unleash dozens of signature Hokuto Shinken techniques. A city full of mystery and minigames. Explore the wasteland in your customizable ride. Full English and Japanese voiceover. So yeah, I mentioned this in my recent pickups, and I want to show you all guys it because it's a game I'm really enjoying, and I think some of you will as well. So I will warn you now, because I am part way through this. In fact, I'm nearly finished my first Let's Play, to be honest. There probably will be spoilers in this, so if you are wanting to play this game spoiler free, go off and watch another one of my videos, and then after you've played it, come back and watch this one. Don't watch this one now if you want spoilers free, because there will be possibly spoilers in this video. I'm going to try and avoid the main storyline as much as I can and show you the general gist of the game, but there is a good chance we will visit some spoilers. But overall, I mean, let's have some fun. The main reason, like I said, for this video is to show you guys what I'm playing, what I've been enjoying since Christmas. And to be honest, I've been enjoying this game since I finished Fallout 4 for the second time. I decided I wanted to 100% it, get all the achievements on the Xbox One version after completing the PS4 version, and I got the Game of the Year edition with all the DLC. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that, we're here to talk about this. So, as you can see, what we have is a third-person RPG based on the Fist of the North Star anime and manga. We're currently located in the city of Eden in a post-apocalyptic world. The main gist of the story is you're here to find Yuria, your lover of your life, who is missing. You come to find her. Now, with it being a post-apocalyptic world, or Mad Max setting, you can see there's all sorts of worlds pretty much come to an end. There's all sorts of villains, you know, the strong preying on the weak, and Kenshiro can't have any of that. He likes to fight with his special Hokuto Shinken style, as the box said, which I'm just about to show you now. So as you wander through the city, you tend to run into these scumbags quite often, who've got into the city after the walls were broken. So the main premise of the game, or the combat, other than avoiding getting hit, is when you see the circles above their heads, it means you can pull off one of your signature Hokuto Shinken moves, which you activate by getting these guys into a state of meridian shock, not by taking a few hits. And there's different ways to do this. So that's the quick way, where they just explode straight away. And then there's also the signature moves, which I'll show you. I've just defeated 500 enemies and got an achievement. Better time to show that. So I'll show you the combat part of this. As you can see, it's all very post-apocalyptic. Beautiful game, actually. I really like the look of this game. You find scumbags like this picking on children and other people throughout. Oh god, please save me. Who the hell are you? Huh, you've got a problem. So we intervene. We always intervene because we're the good guy. And that's how I play my games. Usually as the good guy. The RPGs. So let's get some of the special moves going, shall we?
Villains don't need graves.
A lot of the combat's been unlocked. So I can pull off shit like that. I have to be careful though. So this is one of the counter moves which you can unlock. Enables you to counter 2 people at once, which is pretty cool. It's all based on quick time events, as you may have noticed by now. Most of the game is, to be honest. This runs off the latest Yakuza engine as well. So we're going to stun him, and we'll go in for the strike. There's all a variety of different moves which you unlock throughout the game for these over-the-top head exploding, because the art of Hokuto Shinken is you use pressure points rather than brute force, and then you get your rating at the end of each fight.
Thank you so much.
Here, you can have this. What you going to give me? A maiden cookie. Come in handy. I'll show you why later. So there's your basic combat. There's loads of different moves. I'll show you the leveling up screen actually. Seems we've got an ability to unlock now. So at the bottom you can see we've got the Star Orb, Mind Orb, Skill Orb, Body Orbs, and Shining Orbs. The white places take the Star Orbs. And then depending on which area you are, dictates which orbs you use. So I'm going on to the health section, body and health. So I've unlocked less likely to flinch when in burst mode. I'll also use my body orb to unlock this ability. See, we're quite far through with these abilities. There's all sorts, so I'll explain it a bit better now. The orange ones, as it says, it unlocks health and attack related abilities. The blue one unlocks the seven star gauge, or burst abilities, which I'll show you them as well in combat. Green ones unlock special techniques, training, or battle action abilities. And talismans. I'll show you the talismans in combat as well. These are unlocked as you progress through the story, or you're given them through different people. We have equipment which you can equip, which give you different traits and bonuses. So at the moment, I've got these raised plates worn by all those who endure a trial for justice. The more health you lose, the stronger your attacks become. A shirt for experienced martial artists can only be worn by those who have mastered the way of the fist. Extends burst time by a little bit. The successor boots only to be worn by a true heir and right inheritor of a storied martial art. Wearer can predict their foe's movements. And then my accessories: a woodcarved figurine of a woman said to be the founder of a certain fighting style, makes it easy to strike a perfect channel. And a flag which may invoke miracles in the wasteland. Enemy encounter rates in the wasteland decreases. Again, I'll show you the wasteland as well. Like I said, at the moment, we are based in Eden. This is like the hub world. This is where you get given most of your quests. This is where a lot of your quests are dealt with as well. So a lot goes off in Eden, but you can travel to other areas. Within Eden, there are multiple different types of games. Here, we'll get into another fight. These punks here. So, I'll show you a bit more of the combat. The combat's pretty cool and over the top. I do like this game. You can see now we've got And we'll no, I'll lose him and strike him. Some of the quick time events are really hard to pull off, by the way. Oh! Wasn't paying attention there. Oh, there. There's the quick channel ones. So that usually gives you a bit of a bonus as well, like there. Which activates the one of the other top moves. If you see in the top left corner, there's my 6-star gauge and the R2 button, which is burst mode, which I'll show you when we get into a proper fight, not with these low-level thugs. So, a lot of the tropes from RPGs you'll see in this, the whole leveling up, like I've shown you. Like I said, this relies heavily on quick time events, which I'm not the best at, but I'm really getting into. We've got a rank special there. You'll also get money, sometimes items, treasure chests. This is Bat, who's one of the characters who's your friend. Not sure what he's doing here. He's not usually there, he's usually by my Jeep. Whoa, Ken. What are you doing here? I'm trying to find something that will help me with my customization jobs, but no dice. So we've got a sub-story. Sub-story, not sub-story. Got any ideas? Lynn's shop. Lynn has a shop. Lynn's here. I didn't. Distance man. Sorry. Ken. And here's Lynn. So Lynn's another one of the characters from the anime. Something from over there, and I thought I'm assuming she's in the manga as well. I've never read it, to be honest, but a big fan of the original anime. And these two are friends as well. Well, a lot happened. I wanted to gather some supplies for the village, and then it's dangerous here. Kids like you get jumped every day. Look, it's nothing personal, but you got to go home. Can't do that. There's something I have to do. Yeah, right. But you just came here. Of course I can. Still got a crush on you, Ken. No, I'm really happy to see him, but she's full around just getting his way. He's a bit of a twat, isn't he? Man, you're such a kid. Hey, that's so mean. Pat, you're a jerk. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to finding you, but now I never want to see you again. Oh dear. He's going to upset the little girl. Well, chase after her then, you two.
No.
There's nothing wrong. This is a dangerous place, isn't it? Lynn knows that, and she chose to come here anyway. Huh. Right, so... Go on. Go find her.
Yeah.
You mean Lynn came here for the village? She already knew she'd have a tough time. Exactly. Ken, where's Lynn's shop? It's around the bazaar. I see. Okay, there's something I gotta do. See you later. I want to rush through that because I want to show you more of the gameplay. But must have gone to Lynn's shop. Maybe I'll go take a look later. So yeah, there's loads of sub-stories in this. I mean, to be fair, the game is packed full of different content. I'll show you some of the mini games now. This is one of my favourites. It really is. Probably won't be a great deal of good for the recording or the audio, but you'll see in a minute why. So Ken seems to get into all sorts of different problems, helping other people out throughout this typical RPG hero stuff. But this game seems to excel on putting Ken in situations that a martial arts expert wouldn't normally get in. And Ken being such a serious martial arts expert, never smiles, stone-faced, does everything with the utmost intensity.
Welcome.
It makes it even funnier. So here we are in a cocktail bar. I wanted to taste that cocktail one more time. Take the usual.
Certainly.
Serving cocktails, which is a series of quick time events. So you've got to mash the buttons. And Ken goes all Hokuto and presents you with a cocktail.
Suplex drop.
Suplex drop. Now, whenever you do this for certain characters, their cocktail meter increases. The higher it is, as you can see there, this has just started. If they're shop owners, your skills are superb and I'm sure you'll only get better from here. That'll be back for more. Excuse me. Shall we carry on?
Welcome.
Hey there.
Hey, dude.
Hey there.
Hey.
Hey there.
So these are all kind of shop owners, people you'll come into when you max out their levels.
Certainly.
Which takes free drinks. This is one of the funnier ones as well. So when you max out the levels, you get discounts in their shops, or you get more items in their shops, which is really good. It gives you a good progress to getting certain items which you'll need later on in the game. So by leveling up these guys in here, it actually benefits you out in the game as well, which I think is brilliant. But it's just such a weird, kooky thing to have your main hero do. He's such a serious guy. It's quite funny. Most of these are already at max for me because I just anorak the game to get it to max levels. So one more to do.
Hey, dude. Hey, dude.
Hey there.
I haven't shown you this one yet. So he wants a fruit cocktail.
Certainly.
This is where you spam the controls as much as you can. I'm not doing very good at this one. This one, I always seem to struggle with more than anything else. And I should say and all, as you go along. Spin. Done. So you're going to give him
Yuria.
Eternal. So as I was saying, you find that as the levels increase of the characters, the difficulty of making the cocktail increases as well. Not so much the actions you've got to do stay the same, but you have to do them quicker in order to obviously meet the time limit before, or fill up the bar before the time runs out. So that's the cocktail sphere. I've showed you a bit of the combat, the basic combat. I'll go pick a fight with a tough dude later. I'll show you that. Like I said, I must have put in... It's going on about 30 hours of this game now. Really enjoying it. You've got all sorts of friends that you bump into and help them out, and all sorts of different things. Like the junk shop is where you collect some of your items to upgrade your Jeep, which you'll see in a bit. I'll show you... Is my favourite place. So we've got a seed shop there, which is where we can buy alcohol from and seeds and things. This is one of our sub-stories, so we'll probably check that out in a minute. The clinic. I'll show you the clinic. Again, the nightclub, I'll show you that. Well, I'll show you them all, but I want to take you to, when I can find it. Where was it? I believe it was up here. There. The arcade. The arcade in this game, I'll be honest, kind of blew my mind. So obviously, within Eden, people are trying to set up... no, I won't run past these. That's unavoidable. Well, these ones are. But a bit more combat's always good to see. I might want to do some combat rather than just standing there blocking, actually. He's a tough bugger. Certain attacks you obviously can't block. You can jog on. And we do the 100 fist punch. And it did next to nothing to him. So this dude will do the instant kill. Or perfect channeling as it's called. I really should get some help because job done. As you can see, my health's quite low. But we'll deal with that in a bit. Don't think I've actually died in game yet, which is saying something for me. So I'll take you to the arcade because that's my favourite place. Let me have some health. So these are the items you pick up. These are quite special ones. The mind and body panacea, because, or whatever it's called. Because they give you an instant orb, which helps you obviously level up thing. We'll have the perfect jerky. Now ready to fight again.
Maybe next time.
Well, that was a bit weird. So this is part of the nightclub task, which I'll show you, but trouble the nightclub. Okay, let's trade. I have a big family to feed though. No food to go around. Bring me 5 milk cans and I'll come and work for you. So right, at the moment we got to pick up 5 milk cans as one of our tasks to do. And that takes her to the nightclub where she works, so I'll show you that in a bit, which is a very bizarre minigame. But bizarre in a good way. I enjoy it. So, let's see, we're heading to the arcade. So, just check. No, we can't level anyone up. Check I'm going in the right way, and I'm not. So, like I said, there's all sorts of different people who are trying to build up Eden to make it into a new kind of great civilized bar area. And obviously they need your help being the hero of the game. So there's all sorts of different tasks you get asked to do, fetch quests, helping people out in distress, finding abandoned items in the wasteland, which I'll show you after this. Now the wasteland is obviously the area between like towns and cities and stuff that you can travel from Eden, which is more or less a desert, and there's loads of hidden items and treasure out there. This dude here decided he wanted to make an arcade, so he asked me to go find arcades out in the wasteland, which I did, and this is them. So we have Super Hang-On, we have, is it Outrun? Yes, Outrun. We have Space Harrier, and we have a UFO catcher or grabber machine like you see in the arcades. Now the thing that really love about this is not only that I go out and find them and the nostalgia that they've done these with and the love and care they put into them, is they're actually playable versions of the games. I kid you not. So I'll show you a bit of Super Hang-On.
Let's ride.
And the other ones as well. And as always, Ken takes his full intensity to playing these as well. Of course, why wouldn't he? So insert the coins. We'll go for beginner. Outright Crisis. I must warn you, I am terrible at this game. I always was as a kid. But, I mean, look at this. This is a full playable version of Super Hang-On from the old Mega Drive and the arcades. I think this was on the Mega Drive as well. And it's playable within the game. I mean, this is a game done by Sega, so obviously these are all Sega titles. But so much care and so much kind of, you can tell, fun and just consideration has gone into creating this game, and the packet full of content. They've put some really cool stuff in there, little homages to so many different things. But I'm really impressed with it. I mean, you can even, that was it, change the viewing modes. So we've zoomed in a bit there. We've gone full widescreen, so we're now full screen and just playing Super Hang-On. Doesn't even have to be playing it in Fist of the North Star. Oh, and I've come off my bike. Go, come on! And I can zoom back out to looking like an arcade with scan lines in. I don't know if the scan lines are still there. It might be. They just seem to be more prevalent then for a sec. Back widescreen again. And we've gone bright again, so that dulled it down a bit. Yeah. I know, I'm rubbish. Time up! Okay. So we're done with that one. through the other ones now. But yeah, it just kind of blew my mind a bit that this was in here. It reminds me a bit of Shenmue, where I think it was Afterburner that was in the arcade, I believe. Another game I want to get playing now that I've bought them for the current gen consoles. Let's do a bit of Outrun, shall we? I don't know if 100 whatever currency they use in the post-apocalyptic world. Outrun! But it's awesome. So, Splash Wave.
Ready?
Yeah. Go! Change to high gear and we're off, people. We're playing Outrun like we did, or like I did in the arcades years ago, and then loved trying to get these games for the consoles at the time. They were never quite as good though. It's back in the days where the consoles couldn't really match the epicness of those classic arcade times. And it was no surprise that I really suck at this game and all. Come on. We're to full stretch mode there just for shits and giggles. I always did suck at these games, even as a kid. I'm not even going to pretend that I was any good at driving games. Or many games, to be honest. There were a few games I was good at, but not many. Mortal Kombat 2 was one of them, but we're not here to talk about that. So yes, I mean, look at how cool this is. We're playing Outrun. We're going to go this way. Don't know which version of Outrun this is, because I believe Japan got a different version. Game over. Because I suck. Yes, I want to quit. I think Japan got a different version to America or Europe. I'm not sure. There were some changes. I could be wrong there. So we'll go left to show you Space Harrier and the Grabber Machine. So spent a while out in the deserts, which I'll show you, picking these things up for him. And you bring him back, and he was all proper grateful, but... Oh, camera spazzing out a bit there. Wouldn't let me play for free, though.
Your invasion ends here.
Yes, your invasion ends here. It's just so intense about everything, it's so funny. Or it is to me, anyway. Let's go! Insert coins. Press the options button. Okay.
Get ready.
So Space Harrier, which I've actually got a copy of this, I think. Game I didn't really play much as a kid, or have much experience with, but I remember seeing it in the arcade. I used to avoid games like this in the arcade and or Space Harrier because they're just a bit embarrassing. They weren't really my thing at the time. My thing in the arcade were things like Final Fight. I think Sunset Riders was another one, maybe. And a few others. I used to like, like the Mad Dog McCree's and stuff. I couldn't play them for crap, but I really enjoyed them. And they were expensive. But mostly it was the Final Fights and the I suppose they're called brawlers now, but the side-scrolling beat-em-up type things. Which were brilliant at the time. Suck it! Oh, just die.
Get ready.
I mean, the game, I think, looks really good, to be honest. I've got to do it in face on. Ah! It's a bit of a game over, isn't it, this? Last time I played it, I did beat this dude, honest. Oh, he's almost dead there, but I just figured I'd fly into that. And he's down.
You're doing great.
Stage 2, Giza. So you can spend quite a bit of time in-game not actually playing the game, to be honest. There's nothing to stop you just constantly playing the arcades. Which is always a great pastime of mine. Spending hours in the arcades, that's all I used to do on holiday. Rather than actually socialise with people. Which was never any fun. That's the end of that. Oh no, it's not. Yeah, it is. So we'll quit that. I don't want to bother with the names. But yeah, from what I can gather, they have full titles in there, which I think is just brilliant. We'll have a quick go on the grabber, then I'll take you to the clinic. It's not a sentence I say very often. So, which one should we do? We'll do this one. Oh, this is brilliant. So we've got our 3 credits there. And it just plays like a grabber. Although a bit easier than the real life ones, I'd imagine. Though not all the time. Oh, cool little music and all. And I have spent a fair bit of time in this and all, as one of the achievements is to get one of every prize from the grabbers. So obviously I went for that. And this is a game that I am trying to platinum trophy. I just call them achievements there. Trophies. I want that pink one. I've decided. I think I've gone a bit too far there. Got him? We got him? No. Maybe the blue one next. Blue one looks easier. So. Oh, we got him. No, don't fall, don't fall. Ah, scumbag. You can get it just right where it'll pick him up. Without him moving whatsoever, sort of thing. Yeah, I'm not having that much luck today. Oh, have we got him on our last credit? I think we might have. Ah, you scumbags! It wasn't the last credit, so this is out of stubbornness now. I probably would have been better off going for another one, but I want that blue one. I'm gonna pick him up, is it? Ooh, 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 we might have him. Oh, oh, ah! Damn you, sir. Give me that blue one. Too close to the thing, isn't he? I'm gonna grab him. The question mark boxes are usually some kind of item that revives your health. These seem to be solely used, I think, in terms of the nightclub. Have we got one? We've got one. So these coming out in the nightclub, and I'll show you why in a bit. Yes! A masked woo. I think we've still got a couple of credits left. 1 credit. Let's see if we can get that pink woo at the back then. Probably not. Nah. That ain't gonna grab. Ah, nearly though. Would be quite cool if it did. So we're done. So that is the arcades, which I think is a pretty cool thing to have in a video game. Don't know of any other video games that have actual arcades in them. Well, it's not much of an arcade, but what do you expect from a post-apocalyptic world where life as you know it has come to an end? Well, it got dark then, which confused me because up until now there hasn't been a... There is a day and night cycle, but you have to sleep to activate it. So the bar is where we just buy food and drink, health items. This dude's looking a bit ill, so we'll go help him out. That's what Ken does.
Whoa. Thank you very much.
And we received a croquette for that. So, on our way down there, we've got the talisman shop. The hideout. We'll take you to the hideout. The talisman shop is... I'll show you the talismans. It's Destiny talismans. They give you different bonuses in battle when you activate them. So, the Martyrdom one activates the 7-star gauge mode. The Enlightenment one allows me to do certain moves, like the special moves. The Fate one that I've got equipped automatically revives me if I die. And the Golden Egg just gives me random bits of money. Now, these are timed. So once you've used them, you can only use... You have to wait so long before you can use them again. And there's loads of these, all different ones that do different bonuses. They give you different bonuses, some in combat, some while you're driving, some outside of combat, all sorts. There's really quite a lot to do and to take on in the game. So as I was saying, I'll take you to my hideout. This is my little place where you can heal, change the day and night cycle, all that good stuff. There's my chicken. I've got chicken. Oh, what do you want? Hey, Ken. Yes. Yeah. I wasn't planning on advancing any of the story, yeah? So, like, spoilers. Something happened. Well, we'll skip past all of this. It's not a sub-story. I think she said the cursed village. Jaggery told he must have gotten scared and started seeing things. Didn't believe the guard at all. It's strange to see Yuri of all people. She snuck out to surprise you. Just joking. If you're worried about it, why don't so? Got a sub story to go to the cursed village, which we can look at. That shows you the driving part of the game. So, like I said, this is the hideout. Over here is pretty much where you can save the game, use your item boxes, which is where you store items when you've got no more space in the inventory left. So it's limited inventory that you can carry. Rest until nightfall or change your costume. I think I've only got one costume to change into at the moment. Yep, so we'll cancel that. Because you'll see manager style Ken later. You've probably already seen him in the cocktail bar. Now, there is one thing in here which I liked, which is after you complete the arcade mode, you get another piece of treasure to find, and it's this, the Sega Mark III. So we'll show you a bit of this and all. This is a cool little nod to it. And we've got a Mark III. Hokuto Shinken. So from what I gather, the Mark III is basically the Master System. I think might have been just before the one before the Master System. And the game he seems to be playing on the Sega Mark III is Fist of the North Star, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm assuming, I haven't looked into this, I'm assuming this was the first Fist of the North Star game. And the weird thing is, the analog sticks don't work for it. You have to use the D-pad. So you got punch, kick. As far as I'm aware, all you do is just keep going along until you get your ass kicked by a dude who's chucking knives at you, because you can't seem to understand that there's a pattern to them and keep getting twatted. But there we are. And I just thought it was such a cool little nod with this as well, the way he like blows the cartridge and stuff. It just made me chuckle to myself. But I mean, this is easily one of the best games. I picked this up at Christmas, but released in 2018, and this is easily probably one of the better games that I think I played personally. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I ended up ordering this from Amazon. Because I looked in-game and other shops for this, and either they weren't in stock, and when they were in stock, they were silly prices. I mean, I got this cheaper. Oh, the hell are you? Ordering this from Amazon. USA Amazon, and getting it imported, it was cheaper, including postage, than buying it in the UK, which to me is just ridiculous. But there we are. Shut up. Right, so we're done with this. We'll quit. That's all the video games in the game that I'm aware of so far. Which I think's, like I said, I keep saying it's pretty cool. I mean, I keep gushing over this game altogether. It's a really good game. Still got a fair bit of the combat to show you, which I'll show you soon. I'll take you to... There's 2 more mini games I want to show you. We'll go into combat, and then I'll show you the wasteland. And that should be everything. But yeah, like I said, my way through, I'm currently trying to get all the achievements for this. Will definitely take 2 playthroughs, but I want to make sure I've got most of the achievements I can get in my first playthrough, so the second playthrough should be relatively straightforward. One of the reasons why I should point out that Ken is working all these different jobs and all these different places is because during helping a woman, an old lady who's being attacked, he accidentally broke her vase, which turns out was ridiculously expensive, and I'm currently trying to repair. So I've got a lot of debt to pay off, apparently, because, you know, saving her life wasn't enough. But there we are! While, at the same time, obviously looking for Yuria, and while helping the people of the town, including the head of the security, Jagre, and... Where am I going? I'm going to be straight ahead. Yeah. And the head of the actual city itself, Kisana. And there's all sorts of mysteries and different things that get revealed along the way. Actually, we're fairly close to the nightclub, so I'll show you that first. This is Manager Ken minigame, which is a weird but entertaining minigame. In which you have to organise a group of hostesses in a nightclub and assign them to the right guests to earn money. When I say assign to the right guests, as in certain guests like sexy women, certain guests like powerful, certain guests like cute, and certain guests like beautiful. It's bizarre. You've got all these different... Well, I say all these. This is where you assign them. You've got all these different women who have different traits, different likes, things like that, and you have to level them up. You can see within the cards on the right corner is like a smiley face which shows their health area. It's quite bizarre. I'll show you a quick game of this. We'll not go massively into it. I'll just pick the first level, because I've got about 4 levels of this to complete, and then it's done with. And there's a lot of missions in this. It takes some time. We'll throw in a strong woman. I'll change her out for her. That gives us a good all-rounder of people, I think. So we'll go to missions. Now, I'll show you the first one, but these are all the missions that there is, and they're not easy to finish some of them. Like I said, I'm on what I think is 1, 2, 3, the last 4. So what I'll do, show you the first mission. We'll start it. And this is just so bizarre. I And as you go along, you level up all the girls by giving them different items. So like the cuddly toy that I picked up from the grabber helps some of them. Dresses, jewellery, even lingerie and alcohol and stuff. You give them all and it gives them all perks. It's the bizarrest thing to see in a video game. And then when they come in, it's got the catchiest music in this and all. So you've got what type of thing the guys like. And it works like a battle system. They've got so much health. And obviously you assign your characters to beat his character basically. But make sure he's having a good time. Now assigning 2 of him means that his health goes down quicker. And your character's health stays at the top for longer. Because the longer they're with somebody, obviously they become more fatigued. You've got to get to them within so much time or they'll start kicking off. And then you have to deal with the fights. And there's all sorts of perks like this. When the skill level in the top left fills up.
Let's begin, shall we? See you again. I've been waiting. See you later.
It's quite a fast-paced game. So it's weird. And yeah, like I said, one of the achievements is to finish this, but I'm not far from, but it's not easy. And it turns out it's even harder to do it when you're trying to talk as well. I mean, I think I've already hit the requirements for this mission, which was earn enough money, which I have. It's just bizarre. So what I'll do is, like I said, we'll show you this game, and then after this I'll show you the doctors. I might upset somebody just to show you. No, that's it. So we made plenty of money. These guys all level up. And that is basically it for the Manager Ken thing. They give you different requirements for each mission. So like one mission will be to use some of your skills that you saw there twice, or to earn so much money, or to make sure there's no dissatisfied guests, and the requirements get harder and harder as you go on. It's very, very bizarre. Huh. Sorry about that, folks. Just had to disappear as there was somebody at the door, but we're back. So, as you just saw, we saw the weird Manager Ken game for the nightclub, which is nearly finished. I'll show you the clinic,
When does the match start?
which, if you can imagine how the other games are gone, then you'll pretty much figure out how this game goes. But again, it's another really funny game. They actually managed to put quite a bit of comedy into what is a fairly dry and serious game for the most part. And I'm going the wrong way. Still haven't figured my way around Eden, even though it's just one big circle.
What's wrong with that? Ow! You're leaving already? Let's go home safely.
Ow!
So yeah, this is, I'll be honest, a game that I would recommend to anyone who's a fan of the show, or a fan of just like different RPG style games. Like I said before, this runs on the latest Yakuza engine, which is quite cool. Plays pretty well. I mean, you can see the action and stuff in these ends. You can see that there's so much stuff in here to do. I'm just ignoring those guards at the moment, so I want to show you this stuff. I'm a bit wary of letting the video drag on for too long after what happened last time when I came to it. I couldn't do anything with it. But there we are. So I've got a few more songs to do. Well, yeah, songs I'll show you. So we agreed to help out. We're helping out the nurse. Let's get started. What type of treatment do we want to do now? You pick a song for these. I am currently stuck on Symphony number 9. And I lost my C on my clarinet. Oh, sorry, I lost the C on my clarinet. When I say I'm stuck on them, is you need to get a special in every one for the trophies or achievements to progress. But we'll show you this. To me, this is one of the funniest ones. So it's Dr. Ken in his Hokuto Shinken style, but then a load of thugs have come in, so you got to treat them as well. I am not doing very well at this one. You have to get them spot on, and it's really weird sometimes. I'm doing terrible. See, that was shocking. I don't know if it's because I'm trying to talk at the same time. I have to proper concentrate and do these. I mean, I got a B, which gives you a upcoming post like this. 13 bad, so that wasn't great. We'll have another go at that. See if I can do better. Well, I know I've done better because I've got an S on it in the past, but I hope that doesn't cancel out my S. It shouldn't do. So the weird thing is there isn't a record to show what your highest rank is on each song, which I always find a bit bizarre. Let's go, the doctor's in the house. Oh, come on, Mick. See, I'm laughing now, but for some reason this mode infuriates me when I get it wrong. Doing worse than last time. No, sorry, I'm doing terrible. We'll leave it at that. But that's the general gist of it. And as you go along, the songs get faster and faster and harder and harder. Why I'm struggling so much on that one, I have no idea. Okay, so those are your mini games for this. While all the time you've got the main missions to go on as well, which basically consists of you running around smashing the crap out of people. I'll show you the combat in the Colosseum now, because we can have a decent long fight in that. And then we'll head out to the wastelands. In fact, yes, no, I'll show you the Colosseum. Is he going to catch me? Is he going to get me? He might do, you know. He might do. Or is he going to give up? He gave up. Colosseum, which way we're headed? The wrong way. Of course we are. Here's the Colosseum. This is where you get to fight bosses and things like that. Oh, maybe not. Seems that the Colosseum's closed at this point. Ah, maybe come on the wrong side. Maybe? Possibly. Yes, we were. Silly me. Here we are, Coliseum. Let's go pick a fight with someone. There's also bounty missions to take on within the game, which I've just remembered. Which obviously is pretty much what it says. They give you a person to go find, usually at a certain place at a time, and you have to go find them and kill them. So let's take on a duel. Who are we going to pick? Who are we going to pick? Congo the Berserker? Ash the Tranquil? Helmeet the Madman? I don't like you. Everything about you rubs me the wrong way, so let's fight. So we'll go for... We'll try Jun the Merciless. And we'll get watered whiskey for that. I think I need watered whiskey. So yeah, you get rewards for beating people and stuff, obviously, and money and all that good stuff. I've also forgot to mention there is a race mode on this. So let's go. Come on, big man. Oh, we've seen this one. But it does its job, and it finished him. So not that long, really. It was a bit of a pushover. Skip it. Show you something a bit more impressive. So basically the idea was just to show you the different modes in this game and the different options and give you an idea of what I've been playing recently. Like I said, once we've got the watered whiskey. Yep. That's good. That'll come in handy. I think there was a potential hostess that wanted one of them. So his level's gone up now. Let's go pick a fight with someone, I'll show you. Gladiatorial games are just the same, but round based. So you have to do like a helmet the madman. So as I said, you have to do like a battle royale where you just go around, be the last one to survive, and then it goes on to a boss fight, and then the one who wins is obviously the champion. Let's do this! Whoa! Guy's got guns! I don't need guns, you tool. Takes quite a beating and all. Oh! Get on there. So, I'll use the chicken talisman, that'll give me some random money. And I'll jump out of the way. And
Life makes right.
I'll use that talisman. And I'll go into burst mode as well in a minute. So that obviously increases my power. And do shit like this. Here we go. Mad quick time event. 100 fist rush, his signature move. Oh, dude shot me. Oh, I could have struck it, man. Because you can see the star gauge in the left is going down. I ran straight into those grenades. Now he's using his rush mode. So that's powered him up a bit. Oh, that would have been handy if it hit him. Fancy kick move there from me. Bit of the old side steppage. Ah, crap. Thought I got away from them. Here we go. Get up. Not finished with you yet, mister. Ah! Cheeky bastard with his gun. Come on. I'm not doing too good. Oh. Right, we're gonna need some health here, peeps. So, inventory. Hey! I'm opening it. Oh! Shit! I didn't realise in the Gladiator game you don't have... I got my auto revival, although it doesn't do my full revival, but it does do that. Well, that's the that was one of the talismans, sorry. So 2 talismans are in play there, which have helped me out a huge amount. He's a bit of a dick. Oh, what? Finish him off, King. Come on. Nice. Glad I could do that. I'll be honest. Come on, we're so close. That's got to do something. Yes. That took him out. I think you've seen enough of the combat now. You've seen all the mini games. I think he deserves his ovation for that. Kenshiro! Everybody loves Kenshiro. Still as stony-faced as ever. That's quite a good match, that, I felt. Took quite a beating. Most challenging one I've had for a while. So we'll do that. I'll show you the wastelands. We've got to head to the ghost village. So the Orgites... what you refine at the talisman shop to become talismans. Now I'm going to have some health, because I got my arse handed to me there. We'll have a baked Cassandra. No, we won't, because it doesn't really bring back much health. What brings back most health? Them and that. I'll use up some beef jerky now, because I've got loads of this stuff in the overflow box. It's one of those things that you start off with next to nothing, but as with most RPGs you end up being completely over the top equipped with so much stuff and so much money that it doesn't really become an issue. I'm just going to ignore you guys because there's a casino up there which you can actually go in and gamble. I haven't really done that because I don't really know much about casinos, never having been in one in real life. But there is an achievement for that. What's this? Barracks path. So 2 stories there. But I'll show you the wasteland. Oh, they won't trigger?
Say what?
It did. Damn it.
Yes.
She's not back yet, right? Sounds like she's saw Kenshiro, so she trotted off to say hello. She hasn't gotten back yet. Could have gone shopping, I suppose. She doesn't usually go out on her own.
Yes.
Who's this dude? Cool. I think I'll just show you a little helper Lynn. Some strangers were pulling her. Alright, so we're going to go rescue her. Miserable before I knew it, she was surrounded. Where did they go? I think the Chimney District.
Oh.
Battling could be a danger. I should head to the Chimney District myself. So we'll go and do that. Then I'll take you out for a drive. This the Chimney District is behind me. There's not much to see when you're out. You just got to make sure that you got your everything fueled up. It's desert and random outposts. It's very barren, very Mad Maxy, but quite cool. Shut up, busy. Go away. So here we are. Bat and Lynn. Knew this might happen when I left the village. Just run, save yourself. Yeah, brave little munchkin, ain't she? Compared to her tough, look at this dumb kid. Compared to her, oh sorry, compared to her though, look at this dumb kid. You'd better listen to her and get running. That way I might just let you live. Maybe next time you'll remember you're just a weak little kid. Damn it, if I was stronger I could. Yeah, Ken's here. You don't need to be stronger, dear.
Oh. Nah.
Before I met you, I probably would have just ran away. But now this is stupid. Why aren't I running? I don't stand a chance against this guy. Well, Ken, I'm taking this guy on.
No.
How's that for a stupid idea?
Hey.
You got somebody to share the class. You want to start running yet, kid? Kick your ass. Oh dear, Ken's gonna have to step in. And if you want to die badly, then I can have it. Yep. Bat doesn't need one, he's a man. Let's go. So when it's like this, it makes the combat considerably easier. I'll pick that. How did you survive that? Now, this is one thing I like with this. Every now and then where you see like the comments there, the comments actually turn into real weapons, which you pick up and launch at them. And kill them instantly. Wasn't very challenging that fight, but there we are.
Oh.
She wanted to say, oh, he wanted to save Lee. There we are. And to all those guys, your usual right. So Ken ended up saving my butt again. Haha. I'm really empathetic. But, thank you. Thank you for helping me. Sorry I ended up causing you more trouble. Well, you know, don't worry about it. No problem. And I shouldn't have said all that. I treated you like a kid, so now we're even, right? Oh, bless. They're friends again.
Oh.
There's some tools to help me with my mechanic stuff.
Okay.
Right, that's them two off together as friends again. Come on, Ken, pick up the pace, let's go.
Yeah.
Cheeky bastard! Coming of age complete. So, I'll show you the sub-stories actually. Sub-stories, as you can see, we've got through quite a few. Ones with ticks next to them. Still a few going. And quite a few more to find. So, like I said, there is an awful lot to do in this game. Where's my car? Over there. I'll show you the car. We'll go out for a ride. And then, I think I've pretty much showed you everything. I'm skipping the casino. You guys can check that out for yourself if you wish. And I've tried to avoid main story spoilers as much as I can. But obviously, certain parts could be unavoidable. That depends on how much you don't want being spoiled. Part of it for me, to be honest, I didn't really see much of the game other than a couple of reviews and some trailers, and that was enough for me because I've always been a fan of Fist of the North Star and really wanted this game, so I didn't know anything about the arcades and stuff like that, which was really cool. So we're going to make sure we fuel up. You can fully customise your buggy through items that you find out in the wasteland. However, once you find them, that doesn't mean you've got them. It just means, in effect, you've got the blueprints for them. You still need the parts, as such. Which I found was a bit weird. It doesn't really explain it that well to begin with. Right. We can change our music. So we'll go for Super Monkey Ball. The music you unlock as you find it. It's part of the treasures that you find. You get treasure maps from beating certain characters, or from beating characters every now and then. And depending on the rank of the treasure map, A, B, C, or special, I think the specials, will depend on the treasure you get. But it's like a timed, you've got like 10 minutes to go find it out in the wilderness, and it could be anywhere. As you can see, I quickly went over it, there's quite a bit of area to travel to. This area down here is still locked off to me. As is this area here. And I've just unlocked this area and these two areas. So I'll show you them. We've got a fuel, which once you run out, it's game over. Just point out that the green lights and the red ones are the components you find to be able to build your items, like the upgrades for the cars and stuff. Like rusted chain, things like that. So survivor materials it's called, as it's just said there. The green ones are your common ones, red ones are more rarer, I guess. We're heading up here. Now this area was locked off to me until I got better tyres, which you had to get in order to travel over rough terrain. So terrain's an issue in this game. You see the red bumpiness there. And then you would have noticed as I was going by, I will find them, a bunch of arrows like that over there. They are basically raiders who, when they'll see you, they'll attack you, and then you have to stop the car and get out and pick a fight with them. Like I said, there's so much stuff in this game that I'm still gonna miss certain things that I'm telling you about, or I'm gonna miss telling you about certain things, should I say. But hopefully you'll get a better gist of the game, and hopefully, come on, hopefully you'll want to go out and buy it for yourself and play it, because it is an awesome game. It's very rare I say that about a game. It's very rare I get this kind of excited about the game, to be honest, so I'm quite pleased. Quite surprised with this one. Right, so you can see we've got quite a few people. So, first step is to get knocked on your ass. Second step is to call the chicken to give you some money. The third step is go nuts with your Hokuto Shinken moves.
Twin execution.
I might go straight into full-on burst mode as well. Ha! And there's different levels to each special move you do, hence the stars in the top corner. They actually upgrade. So level 2 there's 2 quick time events, level 3 there's 3 quick time events, and obviously level 1 there's 1. From what I understand is the levels obviously improve the strength of your move. So for more powerful enemies where it won't kill them straight away, it will do. At least I think that's how it works. I haven't really come across many people that these don't kill instantly on the lowest level yet. But if you're a fan of the anime, all of the characters pretty much from the anime are in this. So the Yuria, the Shin, Toki, Rei. It's been really well done. You can tell a lot of care's gone into working from the source material. I mean, this was easily one of the first animes I watched. It's got me kind of hooked. Well, no, yeah, it kind of got me into anime and realising just how cool it was. That guy's a tool. Sometimes I have a bit of an issue locking onto people. There's also some cool counters, which I'm trying to pull off here, but they don't seem to be kicking in. Right, that's not working, so I'm just going to kick his ass. He's going to do his annoying stun move again. Oh, you bat-wielding bat end. Have that. What did that give us? Give us a special. No money, no rewards, no maps. Bit pants. So there's always a lot more guys when you get stopped in the wastelands. So I'm heading to the Village of the Damned, or whatever the hell it was called. And that is basically everything that I wanted to show you, really. So this is the driving part. You know, you upgrade your vehicle and get different components which give you different attributes, like better fuel usage, better speed, armor, all that type of stuff. In fact, we'll not go there because I'm wary of spoilers, to be honest. So we'll drive back to Eden, and we'll call it there, actually. Showing you quite a bit of the game in terms of what it has to offer, the different gameplay styles, mini-games, sorry, and you've seen the gameplay style, the combat, mostly revolves around quick time events, a lot of it, but it's quite deep. There's quite a fair amount of things to unlock within the combat mode. There's also guys who you can train with, or so far a guy you can train with. He's in his own particular place, so when you've unlocked so much of the story mode, you can go see him and he'll help you unlock new skills. All the stuff that typically comes with a RPG, really. It's just I get the impression that this isn't going to be one of the better known or well known RPGs, and kind of might be a hidden gem, really. I don't think it's a huge game at the moment in the UK anyway. So So I'd just like to get a bit of word out about it, and hopefully your guys will like the look of it and pick it up yourself. It would be pretty cool. If you guys have played it, or if you're into this, please let me know your thoughts on the game as well. Or if you're planning it, it'd be great to hear from your guys about that, what you think of Fist of the North Star. If you're a fan of the anime or the manga, then let me know. Like I said, I've never read any of the manga, but I did watch the anime back in the 90s, and then the series, and even the live-action film. Really enjoyed it. So yeah, if you guys want to let me know your thoughts on that, would be great. And I think we will call it there, actually. So that was kind of a hectic, quick look of what is kind of a very busy game with plenty of packed into it. And not a huge area to travel around, but there's plenty in that area. There's so much to do, it's unbelievable. So that was, yeah, basically a quick look at Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise on the PlayStation 4. This is a PlayStation 4 exclusive, so I think I mentioned earlier on. I want to thank you all for watching. If you got to the end of this video, then you guys are awesome, and I commend you on your patience. And it was a very long video. Yes, so if you enjoyed the video, please feel free to comment about it in the sections below. Feel free to hit the subscribe button and the little bell symbol to get notifications of new videos if you haven't done so already. If you have, thank you very much, you're all awesome. But most importantly is I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you all for watching. I will catch you next time. Goodbye.